It's a controversial word now associated with the women's movement, but while some see it as empowering, others see it as vulgar or offensive, and it was on display here at a library in Markham, but not anymore.
Why I decided to have
a warning to our viewers about the language you're about to see. We've decided not to say the word, but rather show the artist's photos, which features it because it is vital in the context of the story.
I had an idea to have a photo exhibition on Women's March.
Photographer Yafeng Shi's art hangs on the walls of the Markham Public Library, a one-month exhibit that showcases the photos she captured at Toronto's Women's March. 51 photos were put up on March 2nd. In the crowd of images were 2 photos that had the word in question on display. They didn't even last a day and were taken down immediately by the library after there were complaints.
I was kind of surprised that people reacted so strongly about that particular word. But I thought it would be a good opportunity to have a conversation on that. That's the whole purpose of the exhibition.
How was the word used in this context?
But actually, those words were in the context of the slogans of people who were protesting in Women's March. They take away my rights for the freedom of speech. But of course, I think it's important to listen to people in the community, the different views. And I would be very happy to have the conversation with them. That's the whole purpose.
The Markham Library has an art exhibit policy that includes a process of reviewing complaints, and in this case, it admits protocol wasn't followed when the complaints were made. The library says it will be addressing this going forward.
We recognize that we made an error in removing those photos, and we apologize for that.
Why did the library decide to remove those photos?
We had some complaints from customers. Those were primarily around children's exposure to the photographs and their concern for their children. I'd certainly be happy to talk to the artist and see how the artist would like to handle this for the remainder of the exhibit.
Why is this word even in the largest feminist march in global history?
Experts say the word is so significant to the global marches because President Donald Trump was caught in an audio recording using it in an offensive way towards women.
The reason that they used that word on posters was a reclamation of power after seeing the way in which that word had been used in a derogatory manner against all women by someone who was then still able to be elected president of the United States. There's no way that a library or a museum or a public government building should be in the place of censoring what social movements do.
And down the line, she says she also hopes to have discussions with library and city officials about protocols involved in addressing community concerns. It was Yafeng Shi who reached out to us to tell us about this story. If you have a story you'd like us to look into, here are all the ways you can get in touch with us. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.